Kia ora. Oh, it's good to be back. Kia ora team. And this is for you guys, my teammates. If you're still here, if you are still here and supporting the project Safe Bars Aotearoa, then my hat, proverbial hat, is off to thee. Oh, thank you for believing in me when I said that this project, Safe Bars Aotearoa, is far too important to fail. Thank you. I really mean that. Thank you for being here. And to all the others that are now watching this video who become new members, well, this is what I usually get up to when I do a walkabout and have a chat to the team. Now, let's go across this road. So, big questions. Where the hell have I been? What the hell have I been doing? And why am I back now? And all of that I'm hoping to answer in this little walkabout that I'm taking with you guys. First off is that what the hell have I been doing? And that is, well, to explain that, I've got to kind of like give you a glimpse into what was happening those 200 plus days ago when I stopped the channel, when I stopped publishing on the channel Dumb Criminal. And that is, that's to do with me. As a being, I am focus driven. And what do I mean by that? Well, it is that when I can focus, I can create awesome work, that I can achieve really difficult objectives and solve the impossible, but I have to be able to focus. And the thing is, 200 and something days ago, I wasn't able to focus. You see, I needed to focus if I was to do the plan and keep Dumb Criminal, the channel, going. I would have to focus, and I was not able to do that. And I owe you an explanation of why I was unable to focus, and that is because this is a glimpse into one of the areas of my life. You see, 200 and something days ago, my whānau, my family, what we did, my ma and my big sister, they took upon looking after two little babies, two little girls, beautiful, perfect little Kiwi babies that just had the most shittiest luck whatsoever when they came onto this great earth of ours. Just the worst kind of luck. So my ma and my big sister said, we'll take those little babies and bring them over into our whānau and we'll raise them just like little cubs of our own. So they took the tamariki, that's children, and we did. We grew them up for a period of time, and it was awesome. And it was like Disneyland, and they're just awesome. But you see, at that 200 days ago mark, what happened was that what I believed was that these two little girls were going to be moved back over into a whānau up north. So to be taken from my whānau and put back into, say, a blood whānau of theirs up north. And we had to work with what's called the Ministry of Children, which is a thing they call Aranga Tamariki here in Aotearoa, which is New Zealand for the uninitiated. So I was really worried about these two little babies and their safety, and my focus was on them, was on trying to make sure that they were safe with the people of Arana Tamariki, the Ministry of Children. And I just wasn't at all happy with what was going on, because well, the main point that I had was, if you're going to give babies, if you're going to do this thing where you take them from one whānau and you give them to another, then there is this thing that happens in the middle there. It's called the transitional period. And the transitional period is to make sure that the babies just don't one day be with one whānau and feel love and know these people's faces, and then the very next day wake up in a completely different place with completely different people, all strangers, in a different bed, and going, where the hell is everyone that I love, right? That is called the transitional period, to make sure that that doesn't happen, that it has the least amount of, say, trauma upon children. And the problem that I had with Oranga Tamariki and the whānau from up north was they didn't want a transitional period. They didn't want a transition time at all. They thought that, you know, a trip to McDonald's one day, months beforehand, was more than enough, and that the two little babies of ours would get over it. And that is where a large focus of mine was put on those two little babies. So that is why I couldn't carry on with Dumb Criminal, the channel. Now, that's a glimpse into my whānau and what goes on behind the scenes, so to speak. So, what have I been doing then? What was it that I was concentrating on, along with my focus back then? And that was, I had to decide on, you know, how am I going to go forward? Because I know that YouTube is the way, right? I know that YouTube is the way to be able to create funding for the project Safe Bars Aotearoa, and to be able to meet people, reach people out there, individuals that think, shit, this is a really good idea, and want to get involved in the project to support it and become team members and ride this roller coaster with DCA. Take on the bad guys, beat the shit out of them, to be able to make it safer, for, as I've said, my people first, the Aotearoans, that's New Zealand for the uninitiated, and then for the rest of the world, right, by putting that project into Queenstown. See, YouTube really did gank us. Like, I was getting horrible views and putting lots and lots of time, because it does take a bit of time to do my stories in the way in which I do them, and then publish them up on the channel. So I had to think, how can I get the DC back onto the algorithm, or at least getting more subscribers and marketing the project and so forth, because it wasn't happening through the channel. So my decision was, I was gonna open up another channel, and what I'd do is I'd open up another channel, and then with that channel I would reach a certain amount of subscribers, and then what I would do is I would introduce the DC universe to this new channel, and then piggyback Dumb Criminal, the channel, off this new channel, so I could market what I was doing over at Dumb Criminal and the project Safe Bars on this new channel, and reach people and hopefully get them to come over and subscribe and be members on Patreon or YouTube, and get things going. So that was my plan, right? But here's the thing, and you may be wondering, why is it that I didn't tell any of my members about it? Well, here's the thing, I didn't tell anyone about it. I didn't tell anyone about it, and the reason I did that is because maybe I was paranoid, but because of the shadow ban on Dumb Criminal. But it was that I just could not take any chance that, you know, what if YouTube and those executives and so forth were actually shutting or shadow banning, say, the project itself, and saying, no, we don't want this guy doing his stuff or making money or raising funds and whatever it may be. So I had to do it completely silent, so no information would get back. So I would know that nobody knows what I'm doing. So therefore, if the channel doesn't take off, the new one, then it's because of me, and not because of maybe YouTube finding out. So that is the reason why I couldn't tell anyone. That is the reason. And that now brings me back to me here now with you, and this video being 10 minutes long. Right, so I opened a new channel. I created one in the crime area, in the area of crime, but to do with courts. Now there will be a couple of you that know by now who it is, but I've kept it really quiet as well. I've dropped in every now and again like little bits and pieces that if you are a member of mine, you would probably be thinking, well, that's a hell of a coincidence, isn't it? But here's the thing. That new channel that I did, I've reached the number of subscribers of which now I feel okay about and comfortable enough to be able to go, right, YouTube or not, I'm coming out of the darkness and being able to introduce the DC universe to this new channel and all the people over there, because they seem like pretty good cats as well. That channel, that new one is called Off the Record. Off the Record. I'll put it in here as these little snippets go. So, that's the plan, to be able to piggyback Dumb Criminal off, like say, the success, but at least the growing success of Off the Record. So DCA is OTR and HRD for the project. Acronyms, acronyms, acronyms. That's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. That's what's been happening. And with the two little tots, the two little babies of ours that we help raise, well, I had to trust in the people at Oranga Tamariki, and I believe like there's 5,000 of them, and they're Kiwis, and they have mana, and there's always going to be screw up, there's always going to be problems, I figure, because they're not perfect. But the only reason I backed down on going to fucking war, going to war for those two little babies and all those other little babies out there, is that the person that I talked to, this person that I talked to placed his mana on the line to give me the assurance that I needed that these two little ones would be looked after. He placed his mana, and he has mana. He has big mana for what he has done in Aotearoa for my people. So I had to trust him, and that allowed me to have somewhat of my focus back. Though I missed him terribly, because he's... doesn't matter. I do miss them terribly, and they are beautiful, and they had better stay just that way indeed. Or there'll be a bad time coming for everybody. But back onto this. So, see my focus, it is my being. War, war, war. Right, so that's where I've been, that's what I've been doing, and that's why I'm back now. So, there is a whole bunch of episodes, crime ones, that I've selected from on YouTube out there in this court world, and some of them I speak in, but I use filters on my voice, so again, nobody could know it was me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out of the closet and announce to those guys over there who the hell I am, who the hell we are as a team, what it is that we're a team of and doing, and everything about the project and everything else that goes along with it. Again, to my guys, to you guys, if you are still here supporting me, that you believed in me, that I was always going to be working on this project somehow, somewhere, to moving it forward so we could raise those funding, that funding that we so desperately need to place this project, Safe Bars Aotearoa, into Queenstown and start making it safer immediately. You guys, thank you. It means an awful lot. I can definitely call you friends of mine. Now, To all the new guys that have signed up and are watching this video, welcome aboard. It is lovely to have you here. As you will see as time goes by, how mentally insane this whole thing is. It is a crazy time on this roller coaster, and I thank you so much for coming over from OTR or from wherever it is that you've realized, hey, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe I'll get involved in that. I want to say thank you and a big kia ora and welcome to you from me and all my guys. Right, it's 15 minutes, quarter of an hour of your lives that I've taken up. So I want to say again, thank you very much, my members, and I will see you in the next episode. Right, oh, yeah, by the way, there is another video that I've created recently because again, like my focus is back somewhat, but I had to put a little bit of focus, as you'll see, my other focus onto something else that's happening in my life. And because I want to be upfront about it, I'm letting you guys know first before I announce it to the world, because I'm asking for help in a certain area. But yeah, that video of a glimpse into my life, I'll post and you guys can see it first. My life, as crazy as it is, and you guys are in it with me, as crazy as it all is. Okay, see you next episode. Ka kite.